one that's shaking everything up. The nightmare Justin Bald's been trapped in for over a year might finally be coming to an end, and the drama is wild. Let's get this straight. The backlash against Blake was totally real, not some setup. Melissa Nathan didn't do anything wrong, and everyone knows it. Blake's latest legal stunt just blew up in her face, and the courtroom chaos was unreal. The judge didn't even hesitate. She got shut down on the spot. That so-called smoking gun evidence, it turned into a pile of confusion and shady backtracks right in front of everyone. Witnesses started switching up their stories, and it got messy fast. Even Ryan Reynolds' desperate PR push couldn't rescue her from the embarrassment. And word on the street is, he's not taking it well either. And just when you think the drama's done, another rumor's catching fire. Robert Downey Jr. is supposedly clashing on set while filming the new Avengers project with Ryan Reynolds. Blake Lively really thought she was about to pull off the ultimate courtroom mic drop in summer 2025, but instead the judge practically told her to sit down and stop talking. It was brutal. Picture this. She walks in like she's about to deliver her big gotcha moment against Justin Baldoni, armed with what she claimed was her smoking gun evidence. Cameras flashing, reporters waiting, and then boom, the whole thing blows up right in her face. The judge wasn't buying a single bit of it. The irony, it's almost too painful to watch. Now Blake's entire case hangs on this shaky claim that Justin supposedly smeared her. But everything coming out so far says the opposite. Most people say he was actually a solid, respectful boss who kept things professional. That's when things start spinning out of control, because then James Ishka enters the picture and the circus officially hits full speed. James, a reporter from the Daily Mail, swore under oath back in June 2025 that he never once heard Leslie Sloan, Blake's own publicist, accuse Justin of anything on set. That should have ended the whole situation right there. Right? Wrong. Just weeks later, he does a total 180 and files a brand new statement, suddenly claiming that the Daily Mail pressured him to sign the first one. He even says that Friedman's camp lied about him being a source. Oh, here's where things get really wild. Former Daily Mail reporter James Ishka, and yes, you can see it right here, sent out an email laying everything bare. In it, he claimed that Taylor Swift's own publicist knew what was happening all along, but Taylor wanted absolutely nothing to do with the chaos. She wanted out, and honestly, who could blame her? But this wasn't some simple oops, I messed up type of statement, not even close. James went full scorched earth mode. He straight up said, "They cost me my job, my reputation, and my career." That's not just a retraction, that's a declaration of war. He basically told the court he's ready to sue Brian Friedman himself. He laid it all out, how he lost his job, how his name got dragged through the mud, and how he's done being the fall guy for everyone else's mess. If you're Blake Lively, you probably thought this was your jackpot moment and like boom, instant victory. But nope, not even close. The judge wasn't falling for it. He's looking at this guy thinking, wait a second, he swore one story in June, flipped a few weeks later, and now expects everyone to trust him? That's not a smoking gun. That's a disaster in a suit. And now Blake looks even worse because she's the one shoving his second statement in front of the judge like it's solid gold proof. Here's where the plot twist hit harder than ever. Brian Friedman, Justin Baldoni's attorney, found himself in the spotlight after claiming that Blake Lively was trying to extort Taylor Swift. His credibility was on the line big time. But then, in a shocking move, he suddenly withdrew the subpoena for Taylor. And that set everyone off. People are saying he probably already has all the info he needs, which makes you wonder, what's he holding back? I mean, think about it. Why would you chase documents you already have? Exactly. Something's brewing behind the scenes, and it's got the whole courtroom whispering. Then came the ultimate embarrassment. Blake's timing blew up in her face. She storms into court waving around this new affidavit like she's cracked the code to Watergate, ready to steal the spotlight, and the judge shuts her down instantly. Judge Lyman straight up told her, "Not your time to speak." Brutal. The court made it crystal clear. She had to wait for Brian Friedman's response before saying another word. No shortcuts, no surprises. Her entire dramatic filing struck from the record. Imagine thinking you're about to land a knockout punch and the judge benches you before you even swing. That's where Blake's at. Impulsive, unprepared, and way out of her league. And the comparison people are making, it's hilarious. Blake seems to picture herself as Elle Woods, strutting into court with confidence, pink briefcase in hand, dropping truth bombs like a legal queen. But the reality, the judge treated her like a freshman who barged into class to read random facts off Wikipedia. It's embarrassing, and honestly, it's kind of deserved. Because if you're going to bet everything on someone like James Ishka, who can't even keep his own sworn statement straight, you're setting yourself up for humiliation. But the real puppet master behind all this chaos might just be Leslie Sloan. If Blake's the face of the scandal, Sloan's the one pulling every string behind it. Screenshots are floating around, showing her spoon-feeding James Ishka inside dirt about Justin Baldoni, like it was an all-you-can-eat buffet of rumors. She told him wild stories about everyone on set supposedly hating Justin, saying he took over everything and made life miserable. This is where things go completely off the rails. Rumor is James Ishka flipped his story because Blake Lively's team dangled false promises in front of him and he took the bait. But the email that followed? It's jaw-dropping. Leslie Sloan actually wrote, "Justin shouldn't be directing abuse scenes because a man shouldn't decide everything." Seriously? Justin Baldoni helped create the project, and now he's being sidelined just for being a man? Meanwhile, Blake's pulling strings behind the scenes and letting Ryan Reynolds waltz into meetings like an unpaid Marvel intern. Sloan's been using this fake feminist angle to smear Justin while pretending it's about empowering women, when it's really about saving Blake's image. And to top it off, she's bending over backward to protect Ryan. She even wrote, "Ryan had nothing to do with this except writing the rooftop scene." Yeah, right. He had nothing to do with it except the part he wrote. They're pretending he's innocent while he's clearly whispering in Blake's ear and steering the PR ship. Deadpool's image can't take a hit, so Sloan's keeping him spotless. And then there's Isabella Ferre, the 24-year-old actress who played young Blake. At first, she couldn't stop praising Justin. She called him the best director ever, said the set was a safe space, and even texted, "It will stay with me forever." But once Blake's side pulled her in, everything changed. She took their subpoena but dodged Justin's like it was toxic. Fans are calling her Isabella Fraud, and honestly, it fits. Now it's clear who's running the smear machine. Blake, Ryan, and Sloan are crying about being attacked while they're the ones leaking stories to TMZ, People, and the Daily Mail. The hypocrisy is insane. They've turned this whole feud into a full-blown PR war, and everyone's watching it crash and burn in real time. Now here's where the whole story explodes. This is the nuclear bomb of the entire scandal. The chaos reached a whole new level when a leaked email from James Ishka dated May 28, 2025 surfaced. In that email, he straight up claimed that Blake Lively allegedly tried to blackmail Taylor Swift into backing her side of the story. That's not gossip. That's a direct accusation with names, dates, and details. According to Ishka, Blake was desperate to pull Taylor into her legal circus, but it was Taylor's dad, Scott Swift, who stepped in and shut it down. He supposedly went straight to Brian Friedman's team and told them everything. Just imagine that. Trying to drag Taylor Swift, one of the most powerful women in the world, into your failing courtroom drama? That's not bold, that's career suicide. And here's where it turns dark. Ishka wrote that Blake knowingly accused Justin Baldoni of harassment, fully aware it wasn't true, just to save her own reputation after it started crumbling. He claims she weaponized the narrative to flip public opinion, even though she knew it could destroy Justin's life and career. That's not strategy, that's manipulation at its worst. Meanwhile, Leslie Sloan was allegedly right there, backing it all up, feeding Ishka false inside info to protect her client no matter the cost. It's the kind of behind-the-scenes scheming that makes Hollywood look like a war zone instead of a workplace. But the real bombshell? Ishka says his source for this whole revelation was none other than Tree Payne, Taylor Swift's legendary publicist. Yes, that Tree Payne, the PR powerhouse who's guarded Taylor's empire for years. If that's true, and if Tree actually takes the stand and confirms it under oath, Blake's finished. There's no comeback from that. Because let's be real, Tree Payne doesn't play. She's known for running Taylor's image like Fort Knox, airtight, controlled, and untouchable. Leslie Sloan's part in this mess is clear. She allegedly fed false information to protect Blake Lively, and when James Ishka refused to go along, he said agreeing would have made him look like the liar. He even claimed it would have thrown Nathan, Abel, and Justin Baldoni under the bus, something he refused to do. That says a lot about just how deep this whole mess runs. And now it makes sense why Taylor Swift has been completely silent. She's protecting herself, keeping her distance, and refusing to get dragged into Blake's chaos. No tweets, no posts, no cryptic lyrics, nothing. Taylor's silence speaks louder than any statement ever could. She knows the story doesn't add up, and that's Blake's worst nightmare. Because when even your closest friend won't back you, the whole world starts to wonder what's really going on. Blake allegedly tried to extort her own children's godmother just to protect her image, which she damaged herself. According to Ishka, Ishka, Scott Swift, Taylor's dad, personally stopped the attempt and alerted Brian Friedman's team. His source? None other than Taylor's powerhouse publicist, T-Pain. If that's true, it's game over for Blake. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds is reportedly fuming behind the scenes, realizing that not even his Hollywood pull can fix this disaster. He can call in favors, leak puff pieces, and charm every outlet in town, but he can't make Taylor defend Blake or convince T-Pain to lie under oath. Every move just makes Blake look more desperate, and Ryan's clever guy image can't save her this time. The irony, the man who built a career making everyone laugh is now watching his own PR empire fall apart, one headline at a time, and this right here explains everything. Why ask for more info when you already have all you need? It also explains why Taylor Swift has stayed completely quiet. Not a post, not a word, not even a subtle lyric. She clearly knows something the public doesn't, and whatever that is, it's enough to convince her that Blake Lively's whole story just doesn't hold water. Now let's talk about the worst kept secret in Hollywood. Ryan Reynolds' silent hand in this whole saga. His fingerprints are everywhere. From the shady PR stunts to the suspicious leaks and those over-the-top subpoena headlines that sound like they were written by the same team who scripts Deadpool. Every time Blake's case takes a hit like clockwork, another organic backlash story pops up in the tabloids, except it's not organic at all. It's Ryan, pulling the strings behind the curtain, trying to control the narrative like it's another one of his brand deals. The man really seems to think he can treat a federal case like a viral marketing campaign, tossing out memes, charm, and timing like it'll sway a courtroom. But here's the thing, judges don't care how funny you are on Twitter, and court filings don't bend to Instagram trends. This isn't a movie set, it's real life, and the stakes are way higher. Then comes the biggest red flag, the money trail. Word is, Ryan Reynolds allegedly bankrolled Isabella Ferre's legal team. Yep, the same Isabella who suddenly refused to comply with Justin's subpoenas, but happily accepted one from Blake's side. Be real, a 24-year-old actress doesn't just hire a full legal squad out of nowhere. That doesn't come cheap. Every time Blake Lively takes a hit in court, it's the same tired playbook. Flood the internet with fluff. Lose a filing? Suddenly, there's a breaking news headline about her landing a brand new movie that doesn't even have a finished script. Judge slaps her down. Within hours, there's a photo drop of Blake and Ryan strolling hand in hand through New York, acting like Hollywood's most perfect couple. Fans aren't fooled anymore. They see the timing, they see the patterns, and they're laughing. The strategy is clear. Drown bad press under fake feel-good stories. But at this point, it's not clever PR. It's desperation. Ryan Reynolds is out here playing Deadpool in real life, trying to break the algorithm like it's his next blockbuster. But this isn't a movie, and sarcasm won't save you from a judge's ruling. He's tossing memes at a legal wildfire, hoping it burns itself out, and it's just making things worse. Then Blake's team crossed another line, demanding Jed Wallace's celebrity client list, trying to dig up names to embarrass other stars just to help her case. The judge wasn't having it, and while Blake accuses Justin Baldoni of SEO manipulation, her own team is the one planting fake project headlines to boost her image. Even TMZ called her out, saying the feud is just being milked for attention. When TMZ, the world's gossip factory, stops buying your drama, you know you've lost control of the story. Now every PR stunt boomerangs. Instead of looking powerful, Blake looks obsessed with image control, willing to burn bridges just to save face. Her filings keep collapsing, her witnesses keep flipping, and even the judges are done listening. Meanwhile, Ryan's out there trying to spin gold from dust, but the audience isn't buying it. The public's caught on, the smiles are staged, the headlines are hollow, and the power couple's shine has completely faded. Blake and Ryan thought they were playing chess, the masterminds, always 10 steps ahead. But in reality, they've been playing messy checkers and losing to their own pieces. Isabella flipping sides, Ishka imploding, Sloan exposed, and T-Pain quietly watching it all crumble. These aren't enemies, they're their own people turning into liabilities. The empire's cracking faster than they can patch it. And with the trial still months away, the show's just getting started. Because when Hollywood's perfect couple starts losing their grip, it's not just drama, it's history in the making. Don't miss what comes next. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in this wild Hollywood meltdown. See you in the next one.